Last night, I watched Doctor Who episode Orphan 55. The first 10, 15 minutes of it, first 10, was actually okay. Now, I'm thinking, Spyfall Part 1, Spyfall Part 2 seemed pretty good. Yeah, it seemed like they were getting on to something. Maybe, a few things which I could have done without, but I thought, hey, maybe they're going good. Boy, was I wrong. Where to begin? First, the messages that they were sending, you would think that they would have learned their lesson not to keep doing this stuff, but listen, the first thing that they do, they let us in on the fact that single dads aren't worth a damn. With the one character who was treating or ignoring his son. Just kind of like the other episode that aired not too recently, It Takes You Away. Single dads aren't worth shit. He's constantly ignoring the kid. The kid is constantly telling him, what to do, and basically, they're basically saying men ain't shit. Okay? They're telling you men ain't shit. Okay, all right. Now we're getting the... I was like, okay, all right, that's bad enough. Monsters attack and all this other stuff, okay, seems generic. And then at one point we get a slight message, not even a slight message, an overt message of that capitalism is bad. Brian meets a girl, but capitalism is bad. The story, I thought, was kind of going well to a certain point. I was willing to forgive the dad part, and I was willing to and I was cringing at the capitalism bad thing. But then there was some decent action. They're trying to survive, sort of aliens type, like the movie Aliens. You had the one woman, Kane. She's doing a sort of Ripley kind of thing. And then you find out that the girl that Brian was interested in, I think, was her daughter. And I kind of blacked out watching this. But then we find out they're on Earth. They're on this carbon dioxide-filled planet. The apex predators are human. And let's be honest, the last 7-8 minutes of this episode turned into a preach fest and Greta Thunberg's fever dream. Climate change, war, migration, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? What? Have the writers not learned their lesson from season 11? Have they not realized that they can't keep going on with this ridiculous BS? That you don't need to throw in these tropes of, man-made climate change. It would have been better if it was just a planet of people where they destroyed themselves, where they screwed up. But to make it Earth in an undisclosed time frame, I was so willing to give this show a chance. Very willing to give this show a chance. But in typical fashion, these people screwed it up. They screwed it up for you. They screwed it up for me. And at the end of the day, I honestly believe that Chris Chibnall, and I think the writer of this episode, his last name is Tim Heim or something. I really honestly believe that these people have nothing but contempt for you and me, the fans. There's no other explanation. They have utter contempt for us. The fact that in this episode we needed to be preached to like Greta Thunberg, how dare you? I thought to myself, you're not even trying anymore. You honestly believe that the rest of the population is too stupid to make a decision to do anything. You just keep preaching to us instead of trying to entertain it. At the end of the day, you kind of have to think, but and now I understand the whole Ricky Gervais thing. I really do. Celebrities, you guys who write for TV, movies, and all that, you're nothing more than dancing monkeys. We don't care about your politics. We just don't. We're tired of listening to you preach to us. You honestly, again, you have contempt for us. You think of us as stupid. You think of us as people, sheep, that needed to be guided by you, the shepherd. It's a small wonder why people are just going back to the older things that are out there. At least the special effects might have been sucky, but at least they had story. There are movies that were made in the 50s and 60s that had a better storyline or better pacing. It delivered the message without being damn near preachy. Okay? The futility of war, the glories of exploration, the excitement of adventure, that stuff. We don't get that anymore. Even with this new show, Picard, I mean, I like Patrick Stewart. I mean, if you ever seen, he's had a long, great career. The first time I actually saw the man was in a mini series or a maxi series called I, Claudius. He played a guy named Sir Janus. He was good. He was like messing around with Claudius's sister or something like that, and for trying to overthrow the Tiberius, and his entire family got wiped out. It was messed up, boy, I'll tell you. Except for Sir Janus' sister. That was the only thing that was kind of weird. But it was, like I said, it was just one of those things. And now he's going to say that this new show is going to be about Brexit, Trump, and I'm like, really? We don't get it every day from the news. We don't get it every day from rappers and songwriters who put out their tweets. We don't get it from the SJWs and Kelly Sue DeConnick or Mark Wade. We don't get enough of it. But then you have to put this in. But I'm jumping ahead of myself. Maybe I'll do something on Picard. But let's go back. It seems like I thought that might be at that halfway point of trying to get to entertain, to give good stories, but they're not even halfway. They're like 1/8 of the way to where they should be going. Actually, yeah, 1/8, 1/8, maybe 1/3 of the way they're supposed to be going. Instead, I mean, I watched this and I just kept, like I said, the last 10 minutes of it, I was just going with the preachiness of Jodie Whittaker. I kept thinking to myself, I can't deal with this anymore. I just can't. These are the only people on planet Earth that know how to ruin SJWs, woke culture. These are the only people that know how to ruin everything. They think they're entertaining us, but they really honestly know how to destroy. That's all they know how to do. They destroyed sci-fi. They destroyed video games. They destroyed comic books. They're trying to they're really trying to destroy something like, they did destroy. They destroyed Magic the Gathering. They're complaining about, well, this character doesn't look feminine. Okay, well, give her armor with boobs on it. You can't draw a boob, that's a male gaze. You can't win with these people. And again, Ricky Gervais basically tells these people, shut up. Shut up. I forget, somebody was talking about this, which I found kind of fascinating. And it was somebody who was at a Hollywood party, and they described that most of these guys in Hollywood don't either. It's one of two things. One, they never associate with people on the other side of the political spectrum. Or two, they got indoctrinated somehow along the way, and they just refuse to again stop and look and understand what the other person is thinking. They think the other person with the different views is stupid. It just breaks my heart. It really does. I mean, last season of Doctor Who, again, a few episodes. There were episodes that had great potential, but they just squandered it. And now this episode, really? Again, Greta Thunberg's fever dream? I, I need a drink. I'm Filter. Rate this video, share it, leave a comment. I'm out.